Hello students, we are going to discuss today the solution and solubility. Now you all know what is solution, right? So solution is what? It's a combination of solute and solvent. Now the substance which you are going to dissolve is known as solute, and the substance in which you are going to dissolve is solvent. So like if you take sugar in water, sugar is solute and water is solvent. And what is the combination? The combination is known as solution. So if you take sugar and you take water, you get sugar solution. Likewise, you can take salt and water, you will get salt water solution. And in daily life you prepare a lot of solutions. Okay, so when you are washing, the soap is there with water. Okay, so this is one kind of solution. So you are preparing. Now, always remember, when a solution is formed, there are possibilities that either the solution is unsaturated, that means you can add more of solute. Okay, or it is saturated, that means you cannot add further solute. Or it is super saturated, that means you heat it at a particular temperature and you further add solute and you make it highly concentrated, further solute cannot be added. So that is super saturated. Just ask your mother. Your mother has been trying like sugar syrup, chashni banai for any sweet, right? So that is super saturated solution. Okay, then in the milk, when you add sugar, what is it? It is an unsaturated solution, and sometimes you add too much of sugar, right? So then what happens? This sugar dissolves and rest of the excess of sugar, it settles in the base of the glass, right, or the mug, and then you try to eat it with a spoon, right? So when that state comes that further sugar cannot be dissolved, that is the saturated state. Okay, now when we talk about unsaturated, that means you can add more of solute. Now unsaturated solution can be either dilute or concentrated. Dilute means it has got very little. Suppose I take 1 spoon in 1 glass of water and I take 2 spoons in 1 glass of water. So one which has got very little solute, okay, is known as dilute. So less solute is known as dilute, and if you have more solute, then it is known as concentrated solution. But this is the state where you can add more solute. Okay, and when you cannot add more solute, then it is saturated. And when you prepare it at high temperature where further solute cannot be added, that is super saturated. Okay, so you can prepare like dissolving copper sulfate in water, blue color copper sulfate solution. Okay, now let's study the factors which actually help in increasing the solubility, or it increases or influences the dissolution. Okay, so if you want to increase the speed of dissolution, you want sugar immediately go inside the water, then what do? First, you prefer taking powdered sugar. Second, what do? You try to stir. Okay, third is you heat. So these are the factors only. So first is the solute size. Smaller is the size of solute, greater is the surface area, and greater is its solubility. Okay, then second, when you increase the temperature, the solubility increases. Okay, and then if you keep stirring, then what happens? The solubility increases. So these are the factors which actually increase the solubility or dissolution. Okay, now what do you mean by actual solubility in terms of chemistry? So solubility means the weight of substance or mass of substance that is dissolved in 100 grams of solvent. So how much you took solute, right, and how much it dissolved in 100 grams of solvent is known as solubility at a particular temperature. Why at a particular temperature? Because with the increase in temperature, there is more of dissolution of solute. Okay, so what is the formula? The formula is solubility of solute is equal to mass of solute dissolved in grams upon the total mass of solvent taken, right, into 100. At particular temperature. Okay, so if weight of solute is represented by small w and capital W is the weight of the solvent, right, when you multiply this by 100, then you get at particular temperature the solubility. Okay, now you can also calculate, suppose you do not know what is the weight of solvent, then what you can do is you can measure the weight of the solution and from that you subtract the weight of the solute, right? So then also solubility of solute is equal to weight of solute divided by weight of solution minus weight of solute into 100. Okay, now if you see with respect to temperature, there are certain compounds when you try to dissolve, when you increase temperature, then what happens? With increase in temperature, the solubility increases. You can dissolve more and more solute. Like let's take potassium iodide. You say the temperature is increased from 0 to 10 degrees centigrade. This increases, solubility increases. It was 130, now it reaches to 140. Further, you increase the temperature by 10 degrees, that is you reach up to 20 degrees, it increases up to somewhere 147, and further if you increase it reaches to 150. So these graphs, these curves are showing that when temperature is increasing, when we are moving in this direction, temperature is increasing, the grams of solute, number of grams in 100 grams of water are increasing. Can you see this value is increasing? But what you see, these again you see this is increasing, this is increasing, these are increasing, but what are you seeing? You are seeing ammonia, that as heat is increasing, temperature is increasing, the solubility is decreasing. Also children, the cerium sulfate or calcium sulfate, so calcium sulfate graph is also decreasing. So calcium sulfate, cerium sulfate, ammonia, when you increase temperature, the solubility decreases, which is seen in the solubility curve. Now this is what? Anomalous or abnormal behavior, because when temperature increases, solubility increases, but if for certain chemicals when solubility does not increase, in fact it decreases, then it is known as abnormal or anomalous solubility. Okay, so let's take example. The examples are calcium sulfate, calcium hydroxide, cerium sulfate. You will find if you take these chemicals, their solubility first increases, right, up to certain temperature. The temperature becomes the optimum temperature. After that, with increase in temperature, see the temperature has changed from 50 to 100 and the solubility has decreased. So solubility decreases with temperature. So name the chemicals. Right, so these are the three chemicals or the salts or the compounds, they show abnormal solubility. Why? Because with the increase in temperature, their solubility decreases. Okay, so this is class 9 chapter, very interesting, and I hope you must have understood. If you have understood, then what you have to do is press the like button, press the notification bell, right, so that you get the latest videos. Do subscribe the channel and keep watching my videos. Thank you.